Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news updates from all over the province. This is News at 12. In the local scene, the Albay Provincial Health Office intensified its HIV awareness campaign through the UU message, emphasizing that undetectable viral loads are untransmittable. The initiative aimed to combat stigma, promote accurate information, and empower residents to make informed health decisions. Mikey J. Atea Salomon, Program Coordinator of the National AIDS and STI Prevention and Control Program, discussed key facts about HIV, early testing, and antiretroviral therapy. The campaign stressed that individuals maintaining an undetectable viral loads cannot transmit HIV, highlighting the protective benefits of the treatment. Health officials encourage Albayanos to access free HIV services and share verified information to reduce stigma. The provincial government said protecting oneself is also an act of care for the community. Meanwhile, the Basic Employment Services Training was launched on December 4th at the Governor's Guest House through the Public Employment Service Office in partnership with the Department of Labor and Employment. The pilot training covered Daraga and gathered barangay representatives who will link communities to employment opportunities. Participants attended sessions introducing peso and dole programs. The initiative aimed to equip barangay representatives with skills to promote employment services and improve access to government labor programs. Plans were underway to roll out the training in other municipalities to reach all areas of Albay. Another story, Albay's Palit Basura program is set to expand next year following its success in numerous barangays. Environmental Management Specialist Mika A. Juarez said the initiative will aim to increase the number of participating barangays while encouraging more communities to exchange recyclable waste for essential goods. Barangay 4 in Puduran recently became the 17th beneficiary under the program. The provincial government aims to reach even more communities in the next year 2026, promoting wider participation and stronger waste management practices. Officials hope that our continued expansion and community engagement will further establish the program as one of Albay's most effective environmental initiatives. And in the national scene, officials from the Transportation and Public Works Departments, together with the Move as One coalition, conducted a dawn inspection of a 4.4-kilometer stretch of EDSA on December 9. The team noted uneven pavements, obstructed and shrinking sidewalks, trash buildup, and unusable PWD ramps. Officials described the route as unsafe and called for immediate action. The Public Works Department said walkway upgrades will begin in early 2026 with efforts to speed up construction and to reduce cost. Advocacy groups welcomed the move but urged long-term people-focused mobility solutions, including safer walking paths and better access for persons with disabilities. The Transportation Department appealed for public cooperation, saying lasting improvements require both infrastructure upgrades and discipline from motorists and commuters. And in other story, the Commission on Audit has criticized the Social Security system for buying 143,424 rolls of tissue paper worth 13.19 million pesos through a verbal deal with a supplier. The 2024 audit report said the purchase exceeded the agency's 2-month inventory limit and left more than 116,000 rolls with the supplier without a written agreement. COA said the transaction violated procurement rules under PD or Presidential Decree number 1445 and the 2024 General Appropriations Act, exposing government property to risk of loss or damage. It recommended strict compliance with inventory limits starting this year 2025, better procurement planning and full inventory, and updated guidelines by late 2025. Meanwhile, Acting Department of Transportation Secretary Giovanni Lopez has called on Transport Group Manibela to provide names of the traffic enforcers and Land Transportation Office accused of soliciting bribes from jeepney drivers. The group has raised concerns about the persistent payola culture in some LTO offices that disrupts drivers' operations. Lopez reminded drivers to avoid giving bribes, stressing that such actions are illegal. He has consulted with LTO Chief Assistant Secretary Marcos Laconilau to address the corruption allegations and reported delays in processing required documents and franchise renewals for jeepney operators. The DOTR stressed that roadworthy vehicles, whether traditional or modern, should be registered promptly, while vehicles deemed unroadworthy may require additional time before registration is approved. The call comes as Manibela carries out a 3-day nationwide transport strike from Tuesday to Thursday, protesting alleged abuses including the unjust demerit point system, non-renewal of franchises, and ongoing bribery issues within transport agencies. And in the news outside the country, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz made his first official visit to Israel, lasting under 24 hours amid ongoing violence in Gaza and the West Bank. Meeting Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and President Isaac Herzog, Merz reaffirmed Germany's strong ties with Israel while noting differences over the Palestinian issue. He reiterated support for a two-state solution but said Germany would not recognize Palestinian statehood for now. Merz did not visit the West Bank, speaking only by phone with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, and Germany's temporary suspension of arms deliveries to Israel was described as a one-time measure with defense cooperation continuing. Analysts note Germany's limited influence in the region as key decisions are largely driven by the United States. The visit symbolized solidarity with Israel amid complex regional tensions. Another story, a 7.5 magnitude earthquake struck off Aomori on Monday night, injuring 23 people and triggering tsunamis up to 70 centimeters. Most injuries were caused by falling objects, while around 800 homes lost power, and bullet trains and local rail services were temporarily suspended. Nuclear facilities reported minor, non-hazardous water leaks, while emergency shelters were opened and defense helicopters deployed for damage assessment. Authorities warn of possible aftershocks and urge residents in 182 municipalities to stay alert. Prime Minister Sanay Takaichi confirmed an emergency task force has been activated to prioritize safety and monitor the situation. Officials stressed the importance of preparedness in this earthquake-prone region. And finally, for the news outside the country, the International Criminal Court has urged the appeals chamber to reject former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte's appeal challenging its jurisdiction over his crimes against humanity case. Deputy Prosecutor May Manday Niyang said the appeal fails to show any errors in the October ruling confirming the ICC's authority despite the Philippines' 2019 withdrawal from the Rome Statute. Duterte's defense argued there is no legal basis to continue the proceedings, but the ICC and the Office of Public Counsel for Victims countered that all arguments are incorrect. Officials noted the court properly applied the Rome Statute, the Vienna Convention, and that preliminary examinations conducted before withdrawal, along with a one-year waiting period, prevent immediate exit once crimes are under investigation. Duterte faces 3 counts of murder linked to 49 killings during his anti-drug campaign and remains detained at the prison in The Hague. The ICC continues to maintain custody as proceedings move forward. That's all for the news at 12 December 10, 2025. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to our news writers, LJ Lorejo and Nayumi Ruth Hernandez. And on the technical side, we have Richard Bobbies. Our Provincial Information OIC, Marty Gonzalez. Under the supervision of our Governor, Noel E. Rosal. I am Lea Guazon. Albayanos, we only have 15 days to go before Christmas. Thank you for subscribing. Albay in my heart.